What's up, snake fans? Dave Palumbo here for Muscle Serpents Daily, and I got a beautiful snow carpet python around my neck here. Yes, this male will be going into the breeding rotation today. He shed out, he's looking good, he's ready to go. Last year we got some babies from him, so he was good. He did good last year. We didn't have a terrifically amazing clutch, and the female, I bred him to his mother. We bred him back to his mom to try to produce more snows. She usually has big clutches, so I just think, maybe he was a little on the younger side and he just wasn't as fertile as hopefully he will be this year. And so hopefully we're gonna get some really cool stuff from him and get a bunch of more visual snows, because a lot of people are asking me. I'm actually gonna have a few for sale. I don't sell anything usually till a year old, because I like when they go through their color change first and they're eating really rock solid. And once a carpet starts eating rock solid, you're good to go. This thing is never gonna stop. But sometimes they're a little tricky when they first get started. Especially I find the albinos and the snows sometimes could be a little stubborn. But once they get the knack of it, they don't want to stop. Anyway, we're gonna go into the snake room here and check out some of the breeding stuff we got going on, ball pythons, BOAs, and anything else that pretty much strikes my fancy. Hopefully you're having a good week. Let's take a look and see what we got today. All right, we're starting off today here with my albino, or I should say my head albino, olive python male. We are going now on, I don't even know, this might be the 4th year I'm trying to breed olive pythons. He's gonna shed pretty soon, so I stopped feeding him about 2 weeks ago. He just pooped. I just see he pooped back there. He's probably gonna shed and poop, pee and poop again, and then he's gonna go and he's gonna get a transfer right down one level, and he's gonna get transferred in with my albino female olive python, who I've been pairing these guys for a bunch of years now and haven't gotten anything. I'm really not trying to change too many things, because I know when you change too many variables you get no results. So I have them in a cooler room. This is my Australian room. I'm gonna be cooling them down. She looks like she's gonna shed too, actually. Yeah. So once these two shed, I'm gonna put them together. We'll leave them together for the next 6 to 8 weeks, no food, and then see what happens. I'm gonna cool this room down. Last year I got it really cool. My wife was really mad because I had a very, very big electricity bill. Because in Florida, you gotta put the AC on if you wanna get these things cooled down. It's been cold outside actually recently, but the snake room is very well insulated, so it doesn't really get cool here. I should really probably put them outside, but I don't want to go from 70 degrees to like it's been 55 at night or 50 at night. I don't want to do that. So we'll get them together. We'll bring the temperatures down. I did a few little tricks with feeding this year, so didn't feed that much during the main part of the year, and I kind of fed her, weekly the last 2 months. So we'll see what happens. She's not too big. He's not too big, hopefully. And look, this is one of the things that I've been just immersed in and fixated on, producing albino and head albino olive pythons. I think they're gorgeous. One of my favorite, species. I really want to breed these. They're just tremendous. Both of them are really looking pretty shabby because they're in shed, but that's good, because then they're going to be, once they shed, they're not eating anymore. They should be good for the next 8 weeks straight. All right, we'd love to see this. This is a hypo blood that I got from Vin Russo that's actually het anery 2, female. I don't want to disturb her too much. You can see she's the big girl laying on the bottom there. And she's wrapped up by this super onyx blood that I produced, and there's a lot of urates in here and everything like that. It's nasty in here, but you know what? It's all those pheromones in there that get these guys going. And this girl didn't go last year, so I tried matching them up again this year, and this is a good sign. Definitely nice little lock there. I'd love to see some onyx bloods being produced here. Obviously, hypo onyx bloods are really what I'm looking for, because I haven't produced those. This male is a super onyx blood, but hypo onyx bloods really look red. So that's what we're looking for here. And of course, we could always get the possible anery 2 in there, because this male also is a possible anery 2 as well, or het, I should say, anery 2. So we could possibly get a couple of those in there, but nice breeding. Leave these girls and guys alone, and hopefully we'll have some babies this year from them. All right, this is my female Stonewash Bredli python, the Stonewash being a recessive trait. She produced a decent clutch of eggs for the first time for me this year. They're spring breeders, and she produced a little later in the season. And I think I did everything right, but I don't know. I think the eggs, just maybe because it was her first clutch, none of the eggs basically were good. I had a few at the very end that went all the way, and then the babies were just not alive in there. I don't know, something wasn't right. At one point though, I had a little glitch where her hotspot unglued itself from somehow the bottom of this vision cage. So I'm wondering if the babies just weren't incubated at a warm enough temperature, and that could have been the possibility that messed it up. I don't think so, because these snakes really, can thermal regulate these eggs, and they come from a cooler part of the of Australia. So I don't know. I really don't know what went wrong. I'm going to try to rebreed her again this year to the probably to the hypo Bredli, and see if we can actually get some viable eggs this time around. All right, that's my anaconda. Probably should have just taken her out. She just shed. She's nice and beautiful looking. She's probably hungry. She didn't eat last week, so we found out now that she'll eat pretty much anything as long as it's dead. So we'll put some frozen thawed stuff in with her. Tomorrow, hopefully she'll eat. I don't want her to eat my phone right now, so we'll leave her alone. These guys are so filthy. This is my hypo blood, what we call bloody salmon sometimes. Het albino. Actually, this is a het sharp, excuse me. This is the het sharp albino being bred to a sharp albino that's het blood. And I've produced some really nice fire opals out of this. I've produced some blood albinos, and they seem to do well together when they do breed. Last year they didn't go, so I'm putting them together. I see them definitely, like I saw a lock the other day. They seem to be liking each other, so hopefully this girl will go this year. She just took the year off, I don't know why, and I had given her the year off right before that. Usually BOAs I go every other year with. Sometimes the Central American ones will go more frequently, like year to year. You can do 2 years in a row. But I always try to give them a year off, especially the bigger ones, to recoup and rebuild. So they tend to make a mess when you put them together. I don't know why. A lot of urates come out of them. I think it's the pheromones they're releasing. That's really what I believe. And sometimes it's a good idea just to leave them. As long as you don't have like visual poops in here. I don't think there's anything wrong with some urates and a little bit of urine for the smells. Once again, the pheromones really do get the breeding going on sometimes. So don't be too anal retentive when you're breeding your snakes. All right, this is a really nice lock, and I'll tell you why. Because this female I produced, this is actually a daughter of, no, it's actually, yeah, it's a daughter of this one. This is a super enchy, super orange dream, yellow belly, possible fire, het pied, bred to a orange dream banana, yellow belly pied, pos het hypo. I think the female's pos het hypo too, obviously because she's a daughter. And they're both actually pos het albino too. I doubt that would show up, but that's a nice lock. This girl ate from day one, never missed a meal. She's huge. I'm dying to produce some banana super orange dream pied stuff. Obviously yellow belly fire in there would be great as well. So that's hopefully what's gonna happen. Really nice lock. All right guys, that's gonna do it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I enjoyed it because I saw some cool breeding action, and that gets me all inspired. Obviously the AlbinoPythons, as soon as they shed out, they're going to be going in, and I'm going to talk about a little bit more in depth on what I'm going to be doing as far as breeding goes, and hot spots and temperatures and stuff like that. But once again shed, and you know what? If you don't have AlbinoPythons, sometimes they take a long time to go through their shed cycle, so it could be a week or two or more. Sometimes it feels like they're never going to shed. You think maybe they're sick or something like that. But when they shed, man, they look gorgeous right after that. So once they shed, I'll put them together, and we'll talk about those a little bit more. And, you know, we still have 2 clutches in the incubator. One should hatch pretty soon. One's going to hatch next month in December. That'll be our last clutch of the year. And then, who knows? I don't know when I'll start getting new ones, but we might get some new ones right in the beginning of the year. I'm hoping in January we start getting a couple of eggs. You know, I don't foresee many early clutches this year, but it is possible. So we'll see. All right, I hope you guys are having a great day, and you guys know what to do. Hit that subscribe button, turn on your notifications, hit the like button. We'll see you back tomorrow morning.